The South Dakota YF&R just recently had a very successful conference. Here's a clip from one of the speakers, Dr. Gary Sides, talking about defending our turf, modern agriculture in a Facebook culture.
Of agriculture. Terrible job. To our generations, much less these young kids of today. So if you look at the foods that are out there, most people believe that if you eat this type of food, you'll never die. You'll never get sick. Have you ever heard anyone mention anything bad about fruits and veggies? No. Have you ever heard anyone mention anything bad about red meat? Almost every day, right? It's a wonder people still eat beef. But they never say anything bad about this stuff. You know that half of all foodborne illnesses come from fruits and veggies? So, for the last 50 years, we've been told to eat a low-fat, high-carb diet. Avoid fat at all costs. Fat is a four-letter word, F-A-T-T. And we avoid fat at extremes. So next time you're at a restaurant like Mike and I were this morning, order whole milk. And see if they have whole milk. They never have whole milk. So you know what percent fat is in whole milk? It's 3.25. It's 97% fat-free. And yet we still think it's too fat. What percent fat is half and half? It's just 10% fat. What percent fat's in cheese? 50%. I mean, we are clueless about fat, but we think universally that fat's fat. So here's the results of 50 years of low-fat, high-carb diets. None of it's good, and yet this is what they still recommend. Still recommend low-fat, high-carb diets. We see epidemic rates of obesity and diabetes. Diabetes you can find in 50% of all the adult Indians on the reservation. It's the #1 cause of premature death on the reservation. What causes diabetes? What type of a diet causes diabetes? Is it fats and proteins, or is it carbohydrates? It's carbs. Exactly right.
To learn more about the South Dakota Farm Bureau Young Farmer and Rancher Group, go to sdfbf.org to see their upcoming events and meet the committee members.